episode of NBA Central. I'm your host, Big Bro. This is the final prediction episode of the regular season. We got all 30 teams in action tonight. A little bit more jockeying for positions in the Western Conference for who's going to be in the playoffs or who's going to be in the play-in between like the Lakers and the Warriors. But hey, we're going to talk about all of that and more right after this.
Thank you for tuning in to the number one place for your basketball fix, NBA Central, hosted by the Cognac Boys.
All right, I gotta go to work. It's super early recording this for you guys, but hey, y'all know we love what we do over here on all the Central channels. So check it out. Out west, right now, you got the Clippers and Golden State, both sitting at 43 and 38, and then you got the Lakers and the Pelicans, both sitting at 42 and 39. I believe there's some tiebreaker circumstances there that could have all four of these teams swapping positions by the end of tonight. So you could very well have a team that's in the playoffs end up in the play-in situation when it's all said and done. So really quickly, we're not going to go way too deep into all of this today because there's way too many games and a lot of them kind of insignificant because playoff positioning in the Eastern Conference and mostly in the Western Conference is already set. So you don't know who's going to be playing and who's going to be resting. You know how today's NBA is. We can guarantee one thing: Nikola Vucevic for the Chicago Bulls is going to be playing because he's trying to get to all 82 games for the first time in his career. His first game is a bunch of games at 1 o'clock Eastern, and then the rest of the games are at 3:30 Eastern. So the NBA situation will be pretty much over with by 7 o'clock tonight. All right, so we got the Hawks versus the Celtics in the Eastern Conference matchup. Trae Young versus Jason Tatum. But again, I doubt the starters will be out there if at all, or if much. I'm pretty much going to be going with the home teams today. So I'm going to pick the Celtics over the Hawks. I got the Nets over the Sixers unless Joel Embiid plays and if he's trying to solidify his MVP position. I got the Cavaliers over the Hornets and then the Heat over the Magic. I got the Knicks over the Pacers, the Raptors over the Bucks, and the Wizards over the Rockets, and the Chicago Bulls over the Detroit Pistons. Those are all your early afternoon games. Happy Easter, everybody, by the way. And then on the rest of the games in the night, you got the Mavericks. They're going to lose to the Spurs because this is how the Mavericks season has gone since they made that trade. They might as well go ahead and lose out, especially since of that despicable display they distributed to us the other day against the Bulls by Luka Doncic in one quarter, and then 1 minute in the second quarter, Kyrie didn't even play at all. They basically decided in the last two games of the season, they just go ahead and tank their way out of the playoff. I got the Pelicans beating the Timberwolves, even though the Timberwolves are at home. And then I got the Thunder defeating the Grizzlies at home and the Nuggets defeating the Kings. And then the Lakers need to win against the Jazz in order to have any hope of not being in the play-in. So I'm going to pick the Lakers to win that game today. And then we got the Suns over the Clippers, even though the Clippers are trying to hold off the Lakers. So, but I'll pick the Suns in that game. We'll see who plays. And then you got the Trailblazers and Warriors. The Warriors are on the road. They need to win this last road game to avoid being in the play-in. Man, that's going to be tough. I'm going to go out on a limb and say the Blazers going to beat the Warriors. The Warriors haven't won on the road all season. If they lose to this Blazers team, man, it's going to be crazy. So, yeah, there's no real game of the day for me today. It's really the NBA who's winning the interest of the fans today. Everybody should be paying attention to a couple of those Western Conference games. And, yeah, but the NBA is winning because every team is playing today. It's the last game of the last day of the regular season. And then Wednesday, we got the play-in tournament for the 10 seeds and all of that stuff. It's going to be interesting. So it's going to be a fun week in the NBA. Hopefully you guys will like, comment, and share what your predictions are for today. But we're definitely looking forward to doing the prediction shows for the playoffs. So we'll definitely be back. Steve will be back with me. Cognac Gang will definitely pop in and out. Maybe we'll see Hayes come in and predict a little bit too throughout the playoffs. But hey, we're not going to hold you guys today. Today's the last day of the NBA regular season. Enjoy time with your family on this holiday. Don't forget to follow all our other Central channels, from Chicago White Sox to Chicago Cubs Central. And you got the Cognac Gang and the Shy Boys podcast, Chicago Bears Central, um, Chicago Sky Central, and all those things as well. So we'll see you guys, and I'm sure you guys will see this later on today, but I had to go ahead and knock this out before work. Appreciate you guys for rocking with the gang. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to the number one place for your basketball fix, NBA Central, hosted by the Cognac Boys.